my son, I think I mentioned this in the previous episode, that this is the first time where my son's hyperfixation and my own have like intersected. And not
Enjoy
like
it while it lasts.
it's amazing. And not like a little intersection. Like he's 4. So he's like, this thing I've discovered is the coolest thing I've ever experienced in my life, and I'm going to drown myself in it.
And it is.
And it
is. It
is.
is literally the coolest thing he's ever experienced.
Genuinely.
He hasn't experienced that much.
The thing is, he keeps getting interested in things he has no exposure to. Like, he's been really jazzed about Batman for the past couple of days. My kid has never seen Batman. He has a Batman costume.
He has.
And that's it. He got it from a friend.
Dude, I thought you meant he's never heard of Batman. Nobody's ever shown him Batman. How the fuck does my child know Batman?
Yeah, no. Okay, he didn't
That's
invent
like trying to
Batman.
That's like trying to teach a Victorian orphan about Yo Gabba Gabba.
Yeah.
How do they know?
All right, so this is what an aqua bat is. Please, sir. Can I have a pen?
Okay, wait. So before you know the Aquabat Super Show, you got to know Aquabat's the band, and there's this thing called ska. People think that it came after reggae, but it came first.
Little orphan boys. Like,
There's this island called Jamaica. You've probably heard of it. It's no longer a slave colony.
All right,
that's exciting.
Listen, he's super fucking excited about Pokemon, and that's awesome. The thing is that since 1996. I have also been super excited about Pokemon. And much like the ebb and flow of wind and waves, wink, that hyperfixation like changes in intensity. But they announced a new Pokemon game, and that was just enough for me to be like, straight to the apex. This is all I can think about. I'm obsessed. So right now, his hype wave and my hype wave are both like, we are resonant right now. Like, it's that really cool thing when you're playing with sound waves and they lock in just perfectly.
Yeah.
It's all I can think about, period. So first of all, thank you, Frankie, for hooking me up with all of your Pokemon Scarlet things. I'm now doing the DLC in Violet with a completed Pokedex. So I have the shiny charm, which feels really good when I still don't get any shinies, but at least I have the charm. But also, it means...
That's so weird. I got my shiny without the shiny charm.
I don't want to talk to you anymore.
How'd that happen?
Your shiny... I think you mean my shiny.
You look at the original trainer, it's going to say Gumpo.
It's going to say Gumpo. Anyways, all of this is to say that on Sunday, I was doing yard work, which as a dad is one of my top 3 favorite types of work to do. Anyways, I'm doing yard work. I'm yanking out ivy, and my son comes tearing around the side of the house wearing nothing but his underwear, holding 2 metal spoons, yelling, "Alakazam, Alakazam, Alakazam," and then he ran off again. And at this point,
that rips. That's awesome.
At this point, I think it's pretty hard to deny the fact that he is in fact my son, and I may have ruined this child.
I feel like I saw you do that when we were kids.
When we were kids, I did it last week. Alakazam, 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 Alakazam.
I'm a Krabby.
I'm waiting for him to be like, now I'm Mega Alakazam and hold 5 spoons with his brain.
Dude, I've been fully Pokemon pilled as well. Like, Pokopia has my ass. And like, my wife, bless her heart, she's so patient, but I'm sure she's getting so tired of me saying, "Look at Mimikyu, I made it a cute little house. Look at my Mimikyu, it's my best friend, it's Mimikyu. It's so cute, it's my Mimikyu, it's my best friend, look at it. Look, I gave it a bathtub, I gave it a laptop on the table next to the bathtub so it can watch YouTube videos while it's taking a bath. It's Mimikyu."
You're gonna electrocute your Mimikyu.
It's already a ghost, whatever.
Yeah. Apparently, back before I had a kid and I was deep in the Pokemon obsession, as the waves do, it was the first time I knew that I sleep talked or had the capacity to sleep talk. Apparently, my wife says this happened multiple nights. I of course don't remember because I was asleep. I sat bolt upright in bed, said something about comp breeding Pokemon, and then fell asleep again.
I knew that you sleep talk.
What? No way. Hold on. Stop the
Yeah.
podcast. Go on.
You remember when we were really young, at like Christmas or other holidays, Nana and Papa would come over and they would stay in my room and I would sleep on the bottom bunk of your bunk bed?
No, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that
do.
happened.
Okay, that happened.
Yeah. There was this one time I was falling asleep and you had fallen asleep before me, and suddenly I hear you say in like the sleepiest voice, like, "Yeah, baby." And there's a chance that you were having a wet dream. I don't know. You were probably in like middle or high school by that point, but it didn't sound sexy. I'm
Probably
pretty
wasn't.
sure you were dreaming about Austin Powers.
Listen, Pokemon, Austin Powers, Sexual Congress. Those are the top 3 in my subconscious.
As it should be, man. I'm right there with you.
Yeah, baby.
Polydactyl.
Vociferous.
Bombastic.
Rectangle.
Big words for smart people.
Hey, this is Big Words for Smart People, the only podcast that makes dumb guys smarter and smart guys more smarter. I'm Frankie. My pronouns are they, them.
Hey, this is Eric. My pronouns are he, him. Hi, Frankie.
Eric.
What's up, Frankie?
Eric.
It's a Word Wednesday.
I'm good today. I tried something different today this morning. You want to know what I tried that was different?
You took a shower?
Shut the fuck up. I did get a new shower curtain, which is very exciting, but that's
Mazel.
not what I'm talking about.
Okay.
You ever heard of fiber?
I'm a man over 35. Yes, I have.
You know, soluble, insoluble. We love all of it.
Yeah. Internet.
I'm talking about fiber to make you poop better.
Yeah.
I
like
tried chia
cereal.
pudding this morning.
Okay. How was that?
Yeah, I've been big into chia, and I'm trying to find more ways to put it into my body.
Chia.
And chia in my butt. It sucks, dude.
Just picture a little plant growing out of your butt crack. Your wife's over there with some small scissors shaping it into the shape of a Mimikyu.
This is my ass topiary. Yeah. It was a chocolate chia pudding, and it looked like shit from a butt. It was not good.
Was it like all health things that it also tasted like shit from a butt?
I mean, the taste was okay. It had,
That's
you know,
good.
cocoa powder and cinnamon and some maple syrup because it has a lower glycemic index than just straight brown sugar. I love being in my 30s.
Yeah, it sucks.
But it looked like shit from a butt, and it felt like I was eating frog eggs. I did not like it.
Hey, Frankie, I have a question because, you know, my digestive tract is a desolate wasteland. I know I need fiber. Is fiber for toughening up or loosening up your movements? It does both?
It toughens up your muscles. It loosens up your poopies.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
It's a miracle fiber. Yeah. Actually, Frankie, that kind of connects to my word for the day. And I promise we're not talking about poop today. I know sometimes we can get a little blue. Today's not about poop. It's instead about a plant. So
piss. A plant.
it's about pee pee. The word of the week is extirpate.
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 This isn't my current terpate. That's my extirpate.
It's your extirpate. We don't talk about my extirpate. We have an order. Extirpate is a verb. And it's one of those words that I think mostly exists so that people who make Magic the Gathering cards have new words to use to say the same thing over and over again.
It's a fantasy word.
It's a fantasy word, but kind of not. So it's got a couple of meanings. Number one is it's to destroy completely or to wipe out. Similarly, it can mean
annihilation.
There's a lot of good synonyms for this one. Includes it also is the definition of to pull up by the root. which is the more archaic definition, but it's the one that we're going to circle back to today. It can also mean like to cut out by surgery. It's got Latin origins, Latin of the X meaning out, and strips, which means trunk or root. So really, it's like Latin original English definition was to uproot or to clear of stumps. It's the stump fest word.
This is really interesting to me.
It's actually a pretty cool word. 'Cause it's a word that we use to like mean annihilation, but it's anchored in plants, like I was yanking up ivy when my Alakazam came around the corner yelling at me.
This is very relevant to my interests.
Good. So there are other words that probably you're thinking of. There's a lot of words that like have similar meanings. So exterminate is another word. You probably hear that one more frequently. That one implies a complete and immediate extinction of like individuals. Usually it's just individuals. Eradicate, which is evolves from eradicata.
That was a good one. That was a good one.
Eradicate implies driving out or eliminating something that's already established itself. So similar, but like extirpation or to extirpate implies the extinction of a race, family, or species, or sometimes even an idea or doctrine by destruction or removal of its ability to propagate. So like,
oh dear,
it's a pretty intense word to extirpate. Though that little bit came from Merriam-Webster, so shout out to Merriam-Webster for giving me things to talk about on the podcast.
We're good friends, Merriam and Webster.
We love Merriam. Webster's on the shit list, but Merriam's doing pretty good.
It's tough when you get them like a couple like that, and you like one, but you can't stand the other.
It's really frustrating. You end up trying to not be passive aggressive, but you're like, yeah, okay, Webster. I mean, come on, Webster.
Webster,
so Frankie,
just shut up, Webster.
I want to talk to you about what is often touted as the first extinction of a animal or plant in recorded history. The first
I think I know this one. I'm really excited.
Yes. Okay, I want you to hold on to that because I got lots of fun things to say about it and a fun game to attach to it as well. So,
I love a game.
I want to talk today, and this is important. I said recorded history because like people in the comments are going to be like, well, the dinosaurs went extinct. That's prehistory because history is when we started being able to record things. So shut up.
I was definitely thinking of prehistory. I don't know what you're going to talk about.
That's fine. It is I want to talk about a plant from classic antiquity. So this is like 8th century BC to 5th century AD. We're talking like ancient Rome, ancient Greece, that whole milieu, that whole period, right?
That whole situation.
So we're talking about Silphium.
Silphium. That's my favorite Pokemon.
There's not just an evolution of Eevee coming to us in wind and waves. It's also a plant. It's also been called Silphion, which would be even better for the Eevee joke. It's also been called Laserwort or just laser.
What the fuck?
Which is fucking metal as hell.
I've had a wart lasered before.
Yeah, me too, and it's still there. Okay, so Frankie, do you know anything about Silphium before I start talking?
I don't, and it's taking every bit of restraint that I have not to go on the Wikipedia page right now.
Don't Google it, because that's where I spent a lot of time. So this plant defined ancient Greece and ancient Rome, right? They loved this plant so much so it does not exist anymore. It went extinct. It was extirpated 2,000 years ago. Consumed.
Overharvested?
To oblivion. There's questions. It could be overharvesting. It could be desertification. Where this plant grew, it's a tuber. It was a root. And
love a tuber. So
it had a very, very limited area it could grow. It could not be cultivated historically. In either that's because it wouldn't grow. So it was something like a huckleberry. Did you know that huckleberries you have to get wild because when they are grown from a seed, they don't produce fruit. So they don't. Like if you plant the seed and grow the seed. That's a different Google. When we get done with the podcast, get on Wikipedia and read about huckleberries.
Yeah,
but
does it need to be like propagated by like branches?
Presumably, I don't know about huckleberry. I know the theory around Silphium is that it might have needed to like split from its own roots, so you couldn't like you would have to like transplant the root. There's some historical conversation because like it was claimed to be you couldn't cultivate it. That could have been physically would not cultivate, or it could have been it was not economically viable to cultivate it, so it was harvested instead, and it got over harvested. Or again, like desertification may have come through, or like changing environmental factors killed it off. It may have also been a hybrid, and like most hybrids, been sterile. So like,
oh yeah, that's possible.
And if you're like a Grecian in like the 3rd century AD, you probably don't know about like Mendel's cool science experiments and how hybrids work or how you would breed up a hybrid or anything. Like, there's a lot of questions about it.
You probably know about mules, but it probably wouldn't translate easily to a plant if you didn't already know that that's possible.
Yeah, plant don't got hooves. Plant don't pull things.
Plant got no hooves. Well, except for the hoof plant.
Except for the hoof.
Of course.
We don't talk about hoof plant.
Horseweed.
But
I got your horseweed right here, pal. Smoking that shit that makes you go, no!
So,
anyway.
That's actually almost relevant because this plant was fucking amazing. It could do like everything. So let me, and we'll talk about that in a second. The part of the plant that was most special was the resin, which was called Laserpicium. Laserpicium, laserwort. That's where we get the cool like laser plant names. It's so dope, man. It was so so ubiquitous that it was on the money of Cyrene, which I think is in Turkey, modern day Turkey. It was there were songs from Roman poets and singers about it. It was compared to its weight in gold. It was used as a trading entity at the markets. Our boy Pliny blamed its like high value on tax farmers and claimed that the last of it was ever given to Nero, who ate it as a curiosity. And Nero was the one who killed off the Silphium finally. But also, we're listening to Pliny, and Pliny does a lot of history jazz in his work, so who knows?
Yeah, and Nero did a lot of lyre jazz.
And Nero did a lot of...
the lyre?
Yeah. As Carthage burned.
The harp?
Nero played harp as... Whatever, somebody will tell us. I didn't Google that part.
He was playing Infant Eyes.
Julius, what's up, guys? This is called Wonderwall.
I'm gonna play Caravan while Carthage burns. That's a joke for all the jazz heads out there. You know.
Okay, Julius Caesar had registered, so we have like history of this. 1,500 pounds of laser in the Roman treasury. 1,500.
That's crazy. Usually they don't
pounds.
weigh anything.
This plant was sick, dude. It was fucking cool. We're gonna play. I'm gonna now list all the things that Silphium could or was claimed to be able to do, and I want you to stop me when I get to the one that you think was the cause of its overconsumption. Cool?
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
I'm not giving points for this
because
because the points don't matter. I'm just going to list off things. You feel like, oh, nope, that was the one. Silphium was like the uber medicine. It was a panacea. A panacea.
Oh, big words. It's not this week. Maybe next week.
Maybe one day. It could be used to treat coughs. It could be used to treat sore throat, fevers, indigestion, aches and pains, warts. It could help your goiter. It could help your sciatica. It could help with a toothache. Do you have intestinal disorders or hormonal disorders? Take some Silphium. Do you have epilepsy, tetanus, or polyps? Take some Silphium. That malignant tumor you've been wrestling with? Worry not, Silphium. It could be taken internally. It could be used as a cataplasm, so like a placed on the skin. It had anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and antioxidant properties. It could help with your mental illness. It could be used as a perfume. It smelled great, apparently. So not only is it a medicine, but it smells good. Not only does it smell good, it tastes delicious. It was an almost ubiquitous cooking reagent across multiple cultures, almost as popular as liquamen, which is garum. Which, pop quiz, do you know what garum is?
It's fermented fish.
It's fermented fish, and it was like the condiment of choice in like the antiquity.
It's the precursor to modern ketchup. It made it down the Silk Road to China, and then China sent it back to. I'm getting it mixed up. Maybe it started in China. Anyway, it's related to ketchup.
It's related to ketchup. It's made of fish. You actually get 5 points for that because that was pretty solid memory.
Yes.
And it was like liquamen or garum, Silphium. It was right there. So not only is it amazing for your body internally and externally, it make food taste good. And there's actually a fun fact about this I learned, which is that because of the way cookbooks and recipes were treated in books in general, like things get copied over, right? Not many people wrote new cookbooks. There were cookbooks listing like Silphium as a must-have staple for your kitchen hundreds of years after Silphians didn't exist anymore. Like
wow.
You just couldn't get it. The last known recipe or book that included Silphium as like a ingredient was from the Carolingian dynasty, which was roughly 800s when Charlemagne was emperor. So like Carolingian is Charlemagne and yeah. So what is that, like 800 years after it went extinct? I don't know. I'm doing the math
history very well.
Yeah. It's like 300 years after it went extinct, I think. Like as far as we can tell. And they're like, just get you some, put it in there, get you some dinosaur bones, throw it in your soup. It's gonna make a good sop.
You know what really makes for a fantastic wedding feast is some nice roast dodo.
So put some dodo in there, and a honking slab of mammoth will feed a party of 12. No problem.
And a salad made of nice chopped scale trees.
Yep. So,
which
medicine.
I think went extinct before the dinosaurs.
I think you're right. Medicine, perfume, cooking.
Yeah.
It could also be used as a contraceptive. Yep. And an aphrodisiac.
That one.
And an abortive agent.
Oh. It could do everything. Like full service.
The full service. My personal theory is that the aphrodisiac properties were knowing that you had an out if something happened, and that helped you perform better. You
take away that anxiety, you know?
Exactly. You can perform to your fullest.
I know my dick's
because
harder
you
when
know.
I don't have to worry about being pregnant.
Exactly. Not even a joke. Yeah, I think my theory is that you're right, is that you stopped it. You got the no whammies. I'm pretty sure the fact that it could be used for sex stuff is why it doesn't exist anymore.
I mean, as soon as people figure out that it can make your dick hard, like, either you're going to be like extremely successful, cultivated into perpetuity, or you're going to be wiped out.
Yeah, or just like
you're either going to be coffee or rhinos.
The fact that I can take this plant and not also have a baby after.
That's my favorite thing from eating plants is that I don't have a baby in me after.
I need more plants to not put a baby in me.
Maybe don't get on chia then.
All right. Yeah. So that's insane that this plant. Now, there's a big tent over this that says like because this is from a lot of this information is written down, but it's antiquity is classic antiquity. The veracity of some of those claims may be a little overblown.
A little. I'm
just a little.
I believe that it smelled good. I believe that it tasted good.
Yeah.
As for its medicinal properties, like I don't know. It was probably like a blood thinner or something.
There's some connections we can make. I think is a lot like Tylenol levels of like it was a vasoconstrictor maybe. Because that would help with a lot of like the aches and a lot of the pains. Like if you break down a lot of the stuff, like it's pain. It was a way of treating pain either through like some level of numbing property or some level of just like
the thing in Tylenol that or the thing in aspirin, right, that works as a pain reliever that comes from willow trees is salicylic acid. It's salicylate, one of the others. And it's not an anti-inflammatory. It's not a vasodilator, a vasoconstrictor. I don't think we know exactly how it works. It just like
works.
triggers like
it's made of ancient
it just
plant
like targets
boner.
the pain
So
receptors.
it's possible that it wasn't curing your epilepsy, but it was probably helpful in some way just because of the properties it had. I want to real quick go back.
It was a muscle relaxer. I don't know.
It might have been. Yeah. It's plant poppers.
Loosens your butthole.
It loosens your butthole. That fixed my malignant tumor. Earlier,
that would have been really important for the Greeks as a loose butthole,
right?
You know.
Listen, I know.
You know.
Earlier in this podcast, I said Cyrene. Listen, Frankie, shut up. I'm trying to redact something before I get text messages. I said Cyrene was in Turkey. I misspoke. My notes about Turkey are about Anatolia. So I don't know where Cyrene is. Oh. It's in that region.
Syria?
Probably. So listen. There is the reason that I'm a little bit more behind some of the medicinal properties is that in like 2021, a plant was found in Anatolia, so modern day Turkey, what would have been Anatolia, that looked similar to all of the art and depictions that we have to it. That seems to have a lot of the same properties. Its root does a lot of the same medicinal things that Silphium could do. It is also similarly hard to move, like to plant, and it's also hard to manage, and it's also super, super rare. There are people, and if you Google this, you'll see articles about people like, they did it, they found it, that extirpated plant is not extinct anymore, it's back. Probably not. If it is even the same plant, it's been 2,000 years. It is fundamentally a different plant at this point than Silphium was.
Yeah. Especially if it's a small population like that.
Yeah.
Those kinds of weird like genetic abnormalities can come up more frequently in small populations.
Exactly.
Or more pronounced, I guess. Yeah.
The other thing is because it's a science, we can't right now 100% confirm because Silphium went extinct. We don't have any to compare to, right? So like even if this takes all of the boxes, we cannot empirically prove that this is the same plant. It is cool that we have something similar that may be an ancestor of it. I like this, that the current like hope is that someone uncovers a shipwreck in the Mediterranean that has a preserved piece of Silphium in it, so they can compare it to this plant, which is called Ferula drudiana, and see if it's the same or if it's at least the same like family. Both are giant
that's what I was
fennels.
Thinking, like
a fennel.
A amphora with some Silphium preserved in oil, you know?
That's the hope, right? So that's Silphium, man. It's a really cool plant. It is like I said, like it's the first record we have, like an actual written record in human history of a plant or animal that we as a species interacted with that went extinct. So like it predates the dodo eradication. It predates other important extirpations.
Dude, you know dodos tasted good as hell though.
They've got to be like, tender and
delicious.
Juicy. They look like little walking nuggets. So like
they do.
So Frankie, I want to roll one more thing out for you that I want to try for today, and I want to see if you like it.
Yeah.
Talking about our hyperfixations. Yeah. I've created a Pokemon based on the word extirpate.
Okay. Sure. Why not?
I want to introduce you to the non-evolving Extirpitatoe. Extirpitatoe is a grass ghost Pokemon. It's an ancient tuber Pokemon.
I'll take an Extirpitatoe.
The Pokedex entry says, the lingering memories of a plant consumed by extinction, consumed to extinction long ago. Meals cursed by Extirpitatoe taste delicious, but give people nightmares that are just as delicious to ghosts. Extirpitatoe.
Oh, I like this.
Thank you. It's got an E at the end, so it's got like the fancy spelling of potato. Extirpitatoe.
Potato-y.
That's extirpate. That's Extirpitatoe.
I like it. That's a good one.
I would catch when I name it patatas.
I'd probably name it Pumice.
Pumice is good.
It's German for fries. I think it's also French for fries.
If you want to draw Extirpitatoe and share a drawing of Extirpitatoe in our Discord, that would be pretty neat. I'd be okay with that.
I would give you a kiss on the mouth.
That would be cool. Yeah, man. That's Extirpate. I'm going to wrap us up. I think we hit the timing here. Do you have anything else you want to say?
Thank you for sharing.
Was that fun?
This was fun.
I like
this was
learning
an interesting
things.
little walk down our humanities memory lane.
One of our more informative episodes, we only made a couple of jokes about penises and pee.
If you find some Silphium, let us know in our Discord.
We'll put up a link to our P.O. box. You can send us some Silphium, and I, like Nero, will eat it as a curiosity and go, that's all right.
I'll let you know if it's an aphrodisiac, impotency, Jesus Christ, an impotency cure and an abortifacant. I can't talk. Does it help with that?
Yes. No, it doesn't. It doesn't do that. I just had a picture of Nero. Like, I just pictured Nero on, like, a poster with a big thumbs up going, like, it helps my boner. And, like, that's... really want to end us on a high note.
He's, like, holding up the lyre on his peen.
Yeah. The lyre is on frame. The lower torso is not. But both his hands are in the air, and he's giving a thumbs up and a knowing wink. And it says, it helps with, and the lyres.
Silphium, it does it all.
It does it all. If you like what we do, like, comment, subscribe, follow, share, do all those cool things. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell your neighbors, tell your ancient.
Tell your dog.
Tell your dog. Tell your dog.
Tell your local botanist.
Please. But no, for real life, y'all, tell people if you can, because it's hard to market podcasts, and it's especially hard to market a podcast like
when
this.
When you're skewed.
And because I'm also a little skewed. And it don't have money. So we really are counting on people who listen to this podcast to be like, hey, check this out. I really like this. This is kind of funny. I know sometimes it's a hard sell to get someone to listen to a 30 to 45 minute long episode. There are a couple of YouTube clips that we have. They're just some of the bits that I thought were funny. And we will be working on more of those. It just takes time.
I'm on it. I'm learning how to edit videos in real time.
Please, we're learning. Give us things to learn about. Tell me about our fantastic bees.
You want to know what else gives you a raging hard-on boner and also no babies?
Is it bee stings?
I've
tried that. It doesn't. Listen, the second part's very true. No babies on your bee sting peen.
Well, it does swell.
It does good enough.
Our bees, which are a panacea and also boner factant.
Yeah, okay.
They were made by Lava Salmon.
Thank you, Lava Salmon.
You can find more from her in the show notes.
Don't extirpate our bees. Check out her cool stuff. We love bees.
Extirpate your lack of bees.
Frankie, take us home.
We hope you have a very extirpate week. We don't want you to get extirpated, but we hope that your week is very extirpate.
Extirpitatoe! Extirpitatoe!
Pote. Mimikyu, where did you come from?
Get out of here, Mimikyu. I'm raising an extra potato. Get out of here, Mimikyu. Go back into your hole. Go back to your bathtub.